Yeah.
that New York Times poll. But so right now, the Real Clear Politics average on the generic midterm congressional ballot, the generic ballot, Democrats are only up by like 2 or 3 points.
Yeah.
The
Not
problem with
enough.
that is that in 2018, they were up by 10 at this point in the cycle. But if you look at that NBC poll, they're up by 8. And so I'm wondering, was that an outlier, or is NBC picking up on a change that has happened? And let me just, here's something we haven't talked about yet today. The shutdown, the government shutdown,
We need to talk about it. Yeah.
the government shutdown for reasons I don't fully understand. Although, I mean, I've got theories, but it is hurting Republicans.
It is. It is.
And we've seen enough polls that is a pattern, a trend that I think is pretty safe to say.
Yeah, no, I think you are seeing this pattern, and that is kind of a surprise because Democrats took a big risk with their position on the shutdown, and yet it seems to be working. These medical costs are kicking in. I mean, people are now experiencing it, and this is not necessarily what they voted for. So I do think that the mood thing is going to be really significant. Um, and unfortunately for Republicans, and I think it was Jonathan Martin who wrote this in Politico, one of the big advantages Democrats have is they're running against Republicans who are absolutely terrified of ever breaking with Trump on anything. So, these guys are just locked in.